My name is Samantha Dry. I am a psychology major and a senior, so I graduate in a week and a half or two, and my primary color is blue.
I'm Silver Guejo. I'm from Managua, Nicaragua, and I am currently a senior in industrial engineering technology. My primary color is blue.
My name is Hope Tian. I'm international business major, junior year. My primary color is blue, secondary color is white.
My name is Kirsten Lanham. I'm an international business and marketing major, and I graduate in 2 weeks in May. And my Motive Matters color is red with a secondary color of white.
My name is Teddy Pasha. I'm a biology major, and I'm a senior, and my primary color was yellow.
I decided to join Southern Leadership Academy so that I can get exposed to leadership program, the training itself, and also get to know the community well. As an international student, it is kind of challenging to get to know the communities in Joplin area since I'm not from here. So, and to humbly serve the community as well.
I wanted to join the Southern Leadership Academy because I wanted to learn to be a better team player. And I think being involved in leadership programs not only helps you help lead the program, but help you learn how to function within a group to be successful.
So I initially started considering Southern Leadership Academy because someone recommended it to me, but primarily because it helps me grow in my leadership skills. I'm used to being from a bigger city. I've lived in bigger cities my whole life, and I think I kind of underestimate Joplin and what it has to offer. So I think Southern Leadership Academy would have also given me the opportunity to know the community better, to have awareness of the businesses, and just kind of what there is here in Joplin.
I wanted to get more involved in school, and secondly, I wanted to beef up my resume. And I guess you could say third, I wanted to meet like-minded individuals who, share the same goals that I have, want to be involved in the community, branch out, network. And I would say the biggest thing would be, get involved. Out of my 4.5 years in school, I never was involved with anything. And my senior year, I was coming up in a crucial time, looking for work and whatnot. And I said, this would be a great place to start. I've heard nothing but good things from people who've been in it before, and it's been everything and beyond.
I joined Southern Leadership Academy to gain knowledge and understanding on how to become a better leader as I move forward in my career.
I joined Southern Leadership Academy because it's a program I'd been aware of for a while, and it's a program I've been interested in. It's a program I saw the opportunity to improve myself, and while also getting in contact with the community and seeing what people are capable of and seeing how they got into the positions they're in.
I joined Southern Leadership Academy because I'm graduating in May, and my degree is health promotion, and I have no idea what I'd like to do with it. So I'm hoping that with this program I can gain connections that I can hopefully use later on in life.
I joined Southern Leadership Academy because I wanted to add to my resume and learn a little bit more about the businesses around town and what I could do with working with some of them, and how I could further not only my personal career but my education in the community.
It's hard to say what was my favorite session, but if I had to pick one, I would say that the one for the nonprofit organizations, because it actually it shows me that there are still people that cares about our people in our community that are willing to help others without receiving any payment from them, right? And also, I would say that is a nonprofit organization because it helps me identify, if I feel identified with these people, that helps others in their community.
My favorite section is Motive Matters. The reason is this section helped me better understand myself and also helped me find a way to better approach to people. The example, I noticed that typical blue is very confident. And after studying my weakness, I set up the goal that I have to be more active and confident. And blue is also overly sensitive. So whenever I run into the situation, I keep telling myself, please don't be sensitive, you can do this.
So by far my favorite session has been the first session. Learning different colors and personalities has helped me understand myself more. my limitations and my strengths, which I think is very important. If you're trying to grow yourself, if you're trying to become a better person, if you are trying to improve. But this also helps you to understand other people better. So it would help me to not be as judgmental with other people in their work ethic, and just to be able to work with them more efficiently.
I think my favorite session through Southern Leadership Academy is a healthcare session. We toured Mercy and we toured Freeman Hospital, Freeman East. We went to Mercy Hospital and it didn't feel like a hospital. It was very welcoming. The CEO took his time and the director, Katie, took her time, HR, just to have a roundtable discussion with us, open up on how their mission statement affects the way they work. And whoever gets a chance to watch a surgery in progress of, a heart procedure. And we also toured Freeman East and seen the cancer treatment machines, which was very insightful.
My favorite session this semester has definitely been going to Stormcloud Marketing and seeing how they interacted with Sophie's Shoes. After going to Sophie's Shoes and hearing her story about how they were outside, just taking some pictures on the corner themselves, and they caught up with each other, and Stormcloud Marketing decided to portray Sophie's Shoes and all of the products and how, in their own marketing way, in the way that would portray each business better.
So the biggest impact on me through SLA training is the growth that I have experienced. Well, when I started the training, the teamwork that I've experienced and be a part of, and we became such a little family that we get to know each other well, and we're there to help each other and grow together and learn. The process has been very enjoyable and invaluable at the same time. So I would say growth.
My biggest takeaway from Southern Leadership Academy would be all the connections I've made. You don't see it along the way until you start reflecting on it through all of the questions, and you think about it, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, I've met a lot of people, and you think, I wonder how do I get involved in this certain area of the job that I want to be in? And then you think back, well, I remember meeting this one person who mentioned that they did accounting at this one place, and they know a person that you could technically get involved with if they just put your name out there and they could say, hey, will you meet them for coffee? I think they're a great fit for this, and they want to ask you some questions. So to me, the biggest takeaway is getting myself out there in the community and making all the connections. So I got a job yesterday for post-graduation, and it was actually because of SLA mainly. I went to all the career service events, and I just happened to meet the HR at the Department of Ozark Center, where I happen to be employed now, and he really saw potential in me because Alex and Shakira put a good word in for me, saying how much potential I have. He noticed how much potential I had by attending all these events, because I don't have to attend these events if I don't want to. I am taking myself to these things because I see them beneficial in my career. So I sent my resume in, and the HR department, he recognized my resume from interning and with SLA and career services, and he put it where it needs to be. So I was fortunate enough to have an interview and got a job that way.
I think the biggest thing that I'm going to take away from me from the Southern Leadership Academy is, again, learning how to deal with people on a one-to-one or in a large group. Realizing that not everybody is the same and that we all interact with people differently. And that's my biggest takeaway.
My biggest takeaway is to conquer my inconfidence. After studying my color code, I got to know that blue is pretty common for blue to be confident, but we can use a positive strategy to make us concentrate on our strengths and build up our confidence. The example, last Thursday was the election day of Finance and Econ Club. I had a strong desire to run for the Vice President of Marketing, but my first feeling was, no, you can't do it. You're gonna fail. You are international. You have English barrier, cultural barrier, and you never took any position in the club. You can't do it. Don't bother apply. And then after this very negative thinking, I put a stop sign on this negative thinking. I kept telling myself, yes, you can do it. You have to concentrate on your strengths. So look at your strengths. You have good people skill. You are very passionate about this club. And you have been in this club for almost 1 year. And you're an international business marketing major. You will be a great fit for the vice president position. So on the election day, I gave a speech why you guys should elect me, and they elected me to be the vice president of Finance Econ Club for semester 2019. I'm very proud of myself. I overcome my confidence.
Why students should be involved with Southern Leadership Academy? There is no reason why you shouldn't. I mean, it's been probably one of the greatest programs I've ever been a part of, and not only from meeting great people and, you know, getting to see great companies and networking with big time people who set you up for great work after, you know, you graduate school, or even while you're working in school. Interns, all these places, they had internships lined up. They had, I mean, the possibilities are endless of what you could do when you join this program, and there's not one negative that I can say about this program. You and Alex have been awesome with everything, and I would say not only with you're going to meet really great people in this, you're going to meet people who are like-minded like you. Why they sign up for the program, they want to be the best at what they do, and not only from, you know, the great places we saw, but the training we have with the Motive Matters. That's been some of the best training I've ever had in my entire life, and we get it essentially free as SLA students. So what are you doing not trying to get into this program? I think you're doing yourself a big disservice.
I would probably recommend joining Southern Leadership Academy because you get to meet really cool, talented, important people, CEOs and everything that you probably would have never gotten a chance to meet outside of the program. So it just really allows you to make connections outside the community. And so I feel like that's really important, and networking is a really big part of graduating, and a lot of students don't realize that. So I think that joining this program, it would really help them with networking and connections and all of that.
There's the aspect of building your leadership skills, and that, like I said earlier, that's what attracted me to the program. It sounds like a great opportunity. You also get to meet with people in the community and see how they got to the positions where they're at. You know, people at the head of Mercy, Freeman, and all these other places in the area. You can see how they got there. The big part for me was being able to grow as an individual. It was really nice meeting all those people and seeing how they got there, and it allowed me to put perspective on that Motive Matters training and seeing any similarities that might have been between these people. And all those people were passionate, and that's one of the things that got them where they were. But I would say growth as an individual was the big thing for me. That's what I would tell the people. The connections are great. I mean, you have Young Professionals, you have Southern Leadership Academy, and those are fantastic. But if you can't grow as an individual to meet those programs, I don't know if you'll really thrive in those programs.
I would encourage other people and students on campus, you know, to join the SLA program, because they will be more aware of what's going on in our society, in our community, and they will also understand that what's gonna happen after they graduate. They will have a better insight, and after graduation, they're not gonna be surprised of what's out there in the world, right? They're gonna have an idea and they're gonna be prepared. So I think that Southern Leadership Academy is gonna prepare them to be ready for the real world outside of the school.
Other students on Missouri Southern campus, they should consider SLA because it makes you comfortable with being uncomfortable. You're not going to know these people when you go into their domains, like these are their niches. You're walking into someone else's territory who's telling you about it, hoping that you can take something away from their business and their field of expertise to use for your own. It makes you comfortable being uncomfortable in the sense of you're meeting new people in the group, and you're all gonna have different primary colors. Like no one's gonna have all the same color or all the same combination, and it's gonna force you to learn how to be able to, if anything, just tolerate these other people, which will help you in the business world later in life, because you're not gonna get along with everyone. So it's gonna help you with being uncomfortable with that. It's gonna help you being uncomfortable. It's a good thing to be uncomfortable. is what SLA teaches you. And a lot of people, they will be coddled their entire life, and if it's not comfortable, don't do it. I know for a fact that if you're uncomfortable, you should do it. And so SLA taught me how to do that.
The reason why I apply is because, okay, I replied SLA because, no, I applied.
I'm sorry, I'm so nervous.
Okay. My name is Meng Si Shin, and can I redo this?
And I'm an industrial engineer. Never mind, forget about that.
My favorite session this semester. Okay, I promise I'm not gonna screw it up again.
Hi, my name is Mariana. I am a senior. My major is nursing.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, I suck
No,
at
it's
this.
okay. It's
Yeah, he's like, I think you can go online and look at my interviews. And I'm like, so they post these online? He was making me so nervous.
no, we really
Let's do it again.
Like, yeah, she goes, oh, good, because I'm calling to formally offer it to you. I was like, yes. And I was like driving. I was like Eunice off of She's the Man. I was like, that was me. I was like quietly, like with a lisp and like my headgear. I was like, yes.
The cookies. The cookies were good, but there weren't very many of them. They were like the vanilla cream cookies. I don't know. Goldfish were good. I was surprised we didn't have standard goldfish. They were all like extra cheesy or some fancy goldfish. There wasn't just goldfish, but those would be my favorites.
Cut.
My biggest takeaway.
Takeaway that I got from. Okay, you gotta say it.
My favorite session this semester has been.
Good.
You know how incompetent I struggled this whole morning. Got up at 7, felt like I can't do this interview.
You're doing so great.
Thanks.